Welcome, everybody, to the Bad Takes podcast, where we talk about any bad take we can get our hands on. I'm your host for today's episode, Ben. This is Darren. We
Wrong
got
way.
Cody below me, and then we got Isaac back in the corner for us here.
Not in that
Today,
corner.
we are going to be reviewing the Kanye and Ty Dolla Sign album, Vultures 1. We're going to get all the songs on reviews. We're going to give you our thoughts and our ideas of it. And you're going to hear some crazy stuff. So let's get into it, folks.
Crazy stuff.
Starting off with the
First-
first song,
Yeah, let's
Stars.
do it. Stars, baby. Okay.
All right, who wants to go first?
I'll take the reins on this one. So for Stars, first off, I think it conveyed a good meaning in a short, message, but I'm not 100% about the bar about Jews. And I know that sounds crazy, but bro's been like bashing on him, and he's trying to like build himself back up to where he used to be. And if he keeps bashing on him like that, he's not going to get anywhere with it. Overall, though, I gave this song a 4 out of 10. I wasn't feeling it.
Four,
I wasn't
four out of
feeling it.
10. Hold on, all right.
I wasn't feeling it.
I got this next one then, because I actually I not like wasn't my top favorite, but I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. It's just like super chill. The beat, like that's what I'm gonna say throughout this whole thing for like all the songs, is the beat, but this one it was just definitely it's on my playlist for sure. I like that one a lot.
So I give this a 6 out of 10. I don't know what I really thought was wrong with it. I think it's just a little too short to be the starter for the album. I don't really think it sets a good mood for the album either. It's just kind of a little random
That's
song
solid.
to put in. I mean,
That's
there's
a weak
going
start.
into the album and listening through it all. I mean, starting off with this song, you got some other artists that start off with absolute bangers, and then you got this one. It's just kind of like like a minute and 30. I think it's just like
Yeah,
very
Yeah.
it was a
short.
short.
It's
Yeah, it
just
was
not.
kind of a weak
It's
start
just a
to it.
very off song to start off your album.
Cody, what you
I
got for
agree.
us?
Could have been at the end, or like not the end, but mid.
Yeah, that
Cody.
shit's a straight 5 out of 10. That shit mid as hell.
That's
Mid.
fair. That's fair. Mid as hell. That's a fair way to put it. I'm alright with that. I get that he's like, I don't know. I feel like there could have been something better. I feel like he could have put something better up at the top to give us a
I
start.
think it's just weird because it's the starting part of the album. It's just no one really wants something super slow and as short
Well,
as
that's
what
what
it
I'm
is,
saying.
unless the entire album's going that way.
Well, and then that brings me to our second song, Keys to My Life. Now, this shit was a clear breakup song. Like, not, there's no way that it had anything to do with what he's trying to portray himself as. Like, the first time that I listened to this thing, I just felt I was depressed as hell. I was depressed as hell. Simple as that, bro. Like, I was not feeling it. I'm gonna be honest, this could have been left out of the entire album, and I don't think anybody would have cared. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't think anybody would have cared if they didn't put this in.
Yeah.
Simple
So,
as that.
what'd you give it as a rating?
I gave it a 2 out of 10.
Hey, we're in the same boat. Let's go. I give it a 2 out of
I
10
gave
as
it a
well.
2.
I just said this song's not even good. I don't know what about it. I
Mm-mm.
think Kanye's just talking the entire time. He ain't even
That's what I'm
trying.
saying.
This
Bro
man is just
yapping.
like, this
And-
song could have been so much better. He's just talking the entire time. There's like nothing behind it. It's just terrible.
Mm-mm. Yeah, it's not.
I just straight up I was like, bro, not the biggest fan. All I have
No.
down is not the biggest fan. Don't have an overall. L.
Don't have an overall on that. Like, you can't even make one up off the top of your head.
See, I only listened to it once. Like, that was the song I only listened to once and just went
Yeah.
about my day. You know what I
just
mean?
didn't have one. That's fair. Cody, what you got for us?
That shit's also mid as hell. 5.
Five.
Oh,
Bro gave it a 5. I think you're being generous on this.
That's a
I'll be
lucky ass
honest.
song.
I kind of bash on this entire album. I think I just you'll hear what I think.
This,
about it.
this,
Me
this
personally-
album's got
me-
some strong bangers, but at the other times, it's just like, what the hell were you doing? Why is
It's-
this even
yeah.
on the playlist?
And me personally, bro, I'm not even the biggest Kanye fan, so
No, yeah, no. I
I
mean,
haven't even listened to his big albums like Graduation. I don't even know what the hype is all
no,
about.
that's crazy because I have that album like saved in my library so I can listen to it whenever I want to. Because that shit with T Pain, dude,
All
Good
right,
Life
enough
is
of
a
Keys of
fire
My Life.
song.
It doesn't
That's a
deserve this
fire
much
song.
time. Let's get on with Paid. I think Paid is just. I give it a 4 out of 10. It's just a payday. That's all it is. To Kanye, this entire album's a payday. This is nothing but hey, give me some money. Listen to this shit. You know you're gonna, cause I'm Kanye. I've done some pretty messed up stuff. Like just listen to my shit. My entire Yeezy store is $20 for anything. This is just terrible. Ty Dolla Sign's pretty much carried this entire song. It's
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Kanye.
that's fair.
Any song with Kanye, there's maybe like 2 or 3 on it with Kanye that actually are good. This one's it's just a payday. He even says that he's just trying to get paid. That's all it is.
I gave that a 6 out of 10.
That's way too high.
I No, bro, I thought it was catchy, and like I said, I'm gonna say the whole time, I like the beat,
Yeah,
but
that's
it was catchy, bro. It was catchy. I like it.
I agree. I gave it a 6 out of 10. Now it was a slow start, but towards the end of the song, it started kind of building up. It's like a
For
little beat
sure,
there, and
for
so that's
sure.
when I thought it kind of turned into a decent song because I felt like that they were able to kind of connect themselves into it. It made it decent, so I was
For
okay
sure.
with that one towards the end. But on the down low, I mean, let's all get paid. That's
Let's
what I
all
got.
get paid.
Let's all get paid, baby. Let's all get paid.
How much did Ty Dolla Sign make for this entire album? Cody, you go while I look this up.
Sorry, next song,
How much?
talking.
Yeah. How much did you get paid for this?
For
That's funny
Vultures
though.
1. Cody, you gonna put your input?
What you
It's a
got for us,
4 out
big
of
guy?
10. It's catchy, but it still sucks.
Yeah. I mean, hey, that's fair. That's totally fair.
It's not saying how much
Totally
he got
fair.
paid. It's just bringing it up on how Vultures is on like tops of Billboard's 200 for the second consecutive week. How you gonna advertise that you're
Yeah.
in the top 200?
I mean, I.
This album cover is something different too. I don't know what was going through
No,
Kanye.
the album cover. Okay, the
Something about
album
hey, let's
cover
get my new girlfriend just straight up showing hella cheeks, and let's just wear an
Dude,
all black outfit with a Jason
is
hockey mask.
so
it goes
fire.
fire.
Is so
It is
fire. Thank you,
fire.
Cody. Thank you, Cody. Let's go.
No,
The album
It is one
cover
of the most
is
fire ones.
so fire.
I disagree. That
I'm
shit's
not. I'm
So
not gonna
fire.
lie. I think he's really bold for what he did and like putting her out there like that. I think he's super bold for that. And honestly, just for that reason alone, I think it was pretty good.
that's
Like,
Pretty
I
fire.
wouldn't
crazy.
complain
We
about it.
like
I think it's pretty
cheeks.
good.
Pretty
I mean,
fire.
not even that. I'm just saying, like, I think it's a good album cover for him to try and resurface himself. You know, it kind of like it shows that he doesn't give a shit. That's what it
Yes,
is.
Isaac, you're wrong.
I think it's just fire. All
All right,
around
let's head
fire.
on to
I even have it in my notes that the album cover is fire.
Yeah.
let's get on to talking. Cody, you want to
Ooh,
go? You want to start off with this one?
It sucks. You get like a 2 out of 10.
thank you, thank you. I'm
That's
taking
fair.
the. I'm taking
It's literally just dry as fuck.
It is. Yeah. I can agree with that. I gave talking a 3 out of 10. I mean, Yeezy is just talking. He's just yapping about his daughter and talking about how he's self-aware that he's a bad influence and that like he didn't make the biggest impact on her life because he's too busy, you know, doing whatever he's doing. But I just I think he talked a little too much on this one. It's not a heater for the spot, the place that we're at.
I gave it an overall. Like my overall for this one was an L. I did not like it. I didn't like the daughter stuff in the beginning. I thought that was
Yeah.
just awful. It was
No,
horrible.
let pause. We need to get these rappers, Drake and his kid, Adonis, like
Kids
Yeezy
out
and
of
his
here.
daughter. Get the kids out of here, bro, because they're
Thank
causing
you.
too many problems. Like they try and talk on these like beats. They're just talking. They're not rapping, and I don't expect them to know how to rap. Like I don't. But I'm just saying, like
See that.
It's your bestie, Miss Westie. Get the
That's what I'm.
fuck out of
That's
my
what I'm.
album, bro.
See, that's my whole rating on this one. I was generous. I gave it a 5 out of 10. I know it's not even close to
Whoa.
being that high, but
Mm-mm.
I the only thing is I'm just not crediting. I'm not blaming it on his daughter because I know she's not going up to like her dad and being like, "Yo, put me on this song. I'm gonna kill it." Like, I know
Me on
she's
this
not
track.
doing that. I know he's kind of just like, "Hey, I need you to get on this. Talk about how bad of a man I am." And he's just yapping. Like it kind of picks up
Yeah,
in the
that's
end
what I'm
with like
saying.
Ty doing a little bit more in the song, but it's
No.
just not good overall. I mean, I'm not blaming her for her doing her role because I know sure as hell she's not like, "Yo, Dad, get me on this track. I'm gonna kill it right now." Like I'm gonna just talk about myself and scream. I was like,
Yeah,
it's
Cody
just,
said might be. She may have walked up and said, "Yo, Dad, put me on this
bro,
track.
I
Put
doubt
me
it.
on
I'm sure he
Put
don't
me
even
on
know
this."
which
If
kid
she
is
did,
which.
if she did, L Miss Westy for real.
It's terrible.
Facts, bro.
Big Westy fan.
Facts. Dude, no,
Hurts.
absolutely not.
She's one of the better
Absolutely.
childs.
Yeah, I mean, she's all right, but I'm not trying to bash on the children though.
See,
But
that's
Me
it's
that was
neither,
my
just,
but
thing.
I'm
Is
just
that
saying it was garbage.
yeah, I know it's not her fault that it's that
I'm just
bad.
saying
It's just
that was garbage, bro.
diet for the
That
song.
was
This album,
like we'd say if they were playing sports. That's some garbage minutes right there. That's some
this
garbage
album
minutes.
is just hit or miss, and it's just either it's a straight hit or it's a straight miss, and there's nothing about it.
There's other than I don't miss.
Let's get on to probably the most controversial of this week. Back to me. This one has been
Back
talked
to
about.
me.
This
Let
one's
me
been talked
start
about
on
this
this
entire week throughout this entire group.
one. Alrighty. Back to me is a solid 8.5 out of 10. All the way. So catchy. The beat is amazing. And beautiful big titty butt naked women just don't fall out the sky, you know? So, dude, it's definitely one of my favorite songs on the album. It's so catchy, and I know I'm about to get so much hate for that from y'all, but it's so good.
Who
You
wants
know,
to take it from here?
I'll take it from there. I overall gave the song a 6 out of 10. I didn't think it was awful, and the only reason is because this song reminded me a lot of the old Yeezy and like the stuff that he did in his past, and a lot of these collabs. They're just goofy. He's just spitting at this point. Like, and it might not be fire. It might be like a lukewarm hot tub, or like something like it's not crazy. But I'm just saying it's just another goofy song to add to the album, and it actually kind of fits. That's all I got for it. It kind of fits.
I love it. I love it.
Cody, you want to hit this one before I kill it?
Uh, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This is a pretty good song. I'd rate it like a 7, maybe 7.5.
Hey,
It gave me some
That's what I'm
like
saying.
weekend vibes.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
All
I
right.
see that.
Yeah, it's pretty solid, I'd say.
I'm just gonna kill it right here. I give it a flat out 0 out of 10. This song's terrible.
You
I
know,
absolutely
so
hate it.
crazy.
I feel like I'm walking
No.
down the street of Florida and there's just this homeless man rambling on. And that's the only thing he knows how to say is that big titty, beautiful, naked, fucking whatever the hell it is.
Dude,
Like
that's
there's
crazy.
parts like I
That's
can't remember
crazy.
the meme it was, but there was when they interviewed like this homeless dude and he's like, "You got your dogs in the front yard and you see it." Like it just reminds me of that dude. It's just like it's the same thing
No.
for the entire song. I just feel like I'm talking to a
Alright.
homeless dude that's making straight nonsense the entire time.
Who
It's
here agrees that this man right here needs to be put on the hot seat?
No, that's terrible.
Because that
Cody's
is
raising
an
his hand.
awful. He's totally raising
All
it
over
because
there.
that is an awful take, bro.
No,
That
this song is just not.
that bad.
This
No, that's
Good
an
thing-
awful.
you'd have
take.
to
Thing
you'd
on
have
the
to
Bad Takes podcast.
you'd have to tie me to an insane asylum
I-
chair,
I
pouring
know.
acid on me before I even say,
I-
"Hey, put this on my playlist."
I know we're labeled as a bad takes podcast, but that might have actually been the first bad take that we
Bad
actually
No, this
had.
song's terrible.
So,
I don't know how
You,
you
you
guys
get put
can
on the
listen
hot
to.
seat for this episode.
I
'cause
listened to
that's
it
crazy.
once. I was like, "No, this is not it." I said, "For the sake of it, let's listen to it to a second time." It's never gonna hit for me.
Not even gonna lie. Every time I get in my car, beautiful big titty butt naked women just don't fall out the sky. Well, they do actually every time I get in my car because I listen to that fucking
See,
song.
Kanye's got all this money to go buy all these women. How he's saying that they don't just fall out the sky? All he's gotta do is go up and be like, "Yo, here's 10 grand."
Oh well, that's what he's saying. He's got to go out and he's got to search for him. They're not just falling out the sky.
It ain't that hard. It's
Gotta-
Kanye. He's gotta go to a club and be like, "Yo,
Yeah.
I'm Kanye. You
No.
want to sleep with me tonight?" He's
You know what
good.
he's got to do? No, you know what he's got to do? He's got to search through his DMs, bro. Because you know who's in there?
Nah. How you think he got his girl right now? How you think he got Bianca? Same way he got any chick. Is just doing the same thing, flashing his money where he shouldn't.
Isaac, be real with us. Was that you on the boat in Italy?
I wish. I wish I had the time to be out on Italy. I wish I could be in
Do
Italy.
you know what happened on that boat?
I don't.
She was butt naked giving Yeezy some slop.
Just like the cover of this
So-
album.
My guess is that that was actually you, not her.
Nah, I was
All right,
recording
I'm
it.
taking
I was
I'm taking
recording
the
it.
reins here.
Oh,
Back to the music talk. On to the next song. Hood Rat. Oh Lord, have mercy. Let's get started. Solid 8 out of 10 for me. Banger. Beat is amazing. Obviously, Hood Rat and Mike Tyson coming in at the end was phenomenal. And I know I'm definitely not the only person that's gonna say that, but everybody else is gonna have a shitty rating about the song. But I thought it was great.
Nah, I'm shutting you down straight away. It's a 3 out of 10. This thing's terrible. The
Oh,
only thing you got in this song is Mike speaking at the end, and he ain't even finishing his whole
Wow.
conversation. You listen to the last little bit, he's talking about Kanye being a god. Kanye is not no god no more. Kanye was a god, he ain't no more. And the fact that Mike's out here doing this, Mike's been hit in the head too many times. He's been taking too many shrooms to be speaking like this. He's solid on the song at the end, but that's only because it's Mike fucking Tyson. Other than that, it's nothing.
Mike fucking
That's
Tyson.
crazy.
That's literally what I have in my
That's
notes.
crazy.
Mike fucking Tyson.
I gave the song a 5 out of 10. It's extremely mid. And all I can tell you is that in my notes for what I wrote down for this song, it just says Hood Rat like 13 times. There's nothing else to it.
Mine says it
I'm
like
not
4
even kidding.
times.
No, I 1, 2, 3, 15 times. It says Hood Rat 15 times. That's all I wrote.
You repeat
Alright.
that
That's all I
15
have.
times. That's a song. Cody, what'd you think?
No,
about the
literally,
song?
that's the entire song right there. You literally copy and paste this into a Siri voice, and you have the whole Hood Rat song right there. And then you just clip Mike Tyson in at the end. That's it. That's the entire song.
Nah, bro. Once you get past the spamming Hood Rat in that song, though, I actually really like it.
Cody, what is it? Hit, banger, mid?
It's a straight. I'd say it's like a 7 out of 10. It's pretty solid,
Wow,
I'd say.
That's crazy.
Hood Rat, you can't beat that. Like, it's
My boy.
catchy.
You
So,
definitely
If you
can.
don't like it, you're honestly a bit special in the head. But,
I'll
you
take it.
know,
I'll take it.
Really nothing wrong with that.
That's wild.
I'll lead us
That's
off with the
actually
next one.
crazy.
Probably this is my highest rated in the entire album with Do It. I think Do It's actually fucking amazing. I listened to it. It's in my playlist. It's one of the first songs I start jamming out to in the car. Kanye, his little bits that he has is actually really good compared to some of the other songs where it's just him talking. It's just no sense. But honestly, Ty saves this song. It's probably one of his best parts in this entire album. I think he's amazing in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying
Yeah.
Kanye's terrible, but in this song, he actually does solid work with his singing. It's not just him
Fair.
talking about random shit. But
Yeah,
Ty is really good.
I
This
agree
song's
with
just
that.
good.
What do you give
I
it
agree with
overall?
that.
9 out of 10. It's a strong banger.
9 out of 10.
10.
Okay. I can tell. I rated really rough, I guess, because I was not so generous. But for Do It, I gave it a 7 out of 10. Now, the reason being, it was a really solid beat, but the rhythm was hard to read for me. I couldn't catch on to the flow that they were trying to give. It was kind of an in and out type deal. But the only thing I do have to say is that Ty was doing this thing, though. Because, I mean, all I wrote is, I just bought my bitch a bitch. And that was fire.
That, like,
That
that's
bar right there.
that's
was
Kanye's
crazy.
best part of the song.
So-
Is I just bought my bitch a
Yeah.
bitch.
I'm just saying, I just bought my bitch a bitch. But I will admit, at the beginning of the song, a little bit too much on the sex talk, bro. Relax just a little bit. That's all I gotta say. He was doing too
There.
much.
Do
He was
it.
doing too much.
I mean, it's I didn't hate it, but every time I'm not gonna lie, every time I listen to it, I like it a little bit more. It's one of them songs for me. It's upbeat, which is what I really like. Like the beat is, it's just sounds real good in the car, you know, when you're just kind of just chilling. Um, but I don't know, not the biggest fan. I gave it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, that's fair. Cody, what you got for us?
I gave it a 7 out of 10. Honestly, I disagree with you on the beat part. I thought that was pretty easy to read. It was really nice. It was
The
pretty
beat, the
catchy.
beat,
I,
I've
yeah.
I
listened to it
agree.
a few times.
I
I
couldn't
agree with
catch the
Cody on that
flow.
too.
I couldn't catch the flow. That's all it
It
was. I
was
felt
pretty
like they were
nice.
bouncing around, but
It
that's all
feels
right.
like some kind of like MC Hammer kind of vibes. That shit was
Okay, you're
tight.
taking it back. Yeah. All right. All right.
All
All
right.
right. Moving on to everything that we hate. Paperwork, bro. Anytime we're doing anything, we hate paperwork. And I stayed true with that in this song. I gave it a 4 out of 10. I'm just saying it had such a promising beginning, bro. I thought it was gonna be so good. Like the beat was going strong and the lyrics were good. And then it changed to a rock riff guitar and it didn't hit, bro. They ruined it with that.
I gotta
I didn't like that.
disagree. I actually love the guitars in beats sometimes. Sometimes it's got to be done right. That one I liked, but
Mm.
See, man, I'm on the complete opposite side as you. I still think this song is mid as hell, but the entire first half is just terrible. It is the worst part of the song. I think the second half is what picks it up and picks up the slack that the
Wow.
first half is.
Okay.
That
So
first
we're
half just
like,
makes no sense to me. It's just I don't even know what he's yapping about, but he sure is yapping. The second half
mm.
is where it really picks up for me.
I didn't think he was just yapping. Like you really had to listen to what he was saying. I think to really like catch what he was trying to say. And
see,
I don't know, but that's what it is. I mean,
I'm gonna pick up
that's all
more
right.
on that later on in the album
That's all right.
because
Yeah,
there's a song in here that you gotta really listen to that I like
that you have to like keep rewinding on some of these songs to really catch what they were saying. But
for sure.
that's all right. That's
What
all right.
song are we on? Paperwork.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on paperwork, but we're gonna do what we want to do that paperwork, and we're about to burn it.
See,
So burn.
I think just for a minute and 38 seconds on paperwork, if he could have just stretched it out to be a little bit longer, it could be really good. I don't think we even got
Yeah,
Cody's opinion on this. Jumping way
or
too
mine.
early. Yeah, he's
I
jumping
just
way too early.
the.
That's my bad.
Oh, you're good. I just I just said the beats never miss because I like the beats throughout this whole album, and that's one thing I really do listen to. Um, but still not a big fan. 5 out of 10.
Agree with that. Like the guitar was literally the only thing that saved that song at all. Honestly, it gets like a 3 out of 10.
3 out of 10. That's solid.
Mm, mm,
It sucked.
There,
yeah.
now we can head into burn.
Now we can head into burn. I'm excited for this one, and I know it sounds crazy, but I give it a 7 out of 10. It was quick, but it was good, and it was probably the first actual consistent beat of this entire album. I just think that there were a couple of good bars that were like paired with it, but the one bar that really caught me, and you'll have to go listen to it, is the R. Kelly bar. I think that's the one that I like the most. But that one's for the listeners. They gotta go watch it. They gotta go listen to it to understand what I'm talking about.
See,
For
I'm right
sure.
there with you. This song is absolutely good. I have it as a 7 out of 10. A minute and
Yep.
49 seconds long. It's sweet. It's short. It's simple. It's really good. It's something
Yep.
super simple you can follow along with. It's not like it's too hardcore of a beat. It's not like it's too soft of a beat.
Mm.
And I mean, he's just talking about his feelings. It's just right there to the point. There's nothing else to it. I mean, it's pretty solid for Kanye on this album.
Yeah. I my notes are kind of bashing this one. I just have ass. Um
Just straight up said ass. That's all it is. That's
so
crazy, dude.
I just have ass. Chill beat though. I did give it a 6 out of 10 because I was vibing with it, but I didn't really listen to it enough times to really like it. It was kind of one of those
That's
last
fair.
minute songs.
I suppose. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
no,
But a lot of the time, though, those last minute songs are what really makes up for like
I
some of
do
the bad
agree.
songs in the album. So I'm okay with that.
It's one of those songs that just has a great beat, and everything else is kind of eh. Wasn't long enough. Lyricist was kind of good, but could have been better. It gets a 5.
Yeah, I think that's like
Five.
the biggest problem I have with this album is like most of them are not very long. I mean, you've got a few of them that hit like the 3 to 4 minutes, but they do not feel like they hit the 3 to 4 minutes. At least like
Yeah,
all the
I
ones that
yeah.
I've really enjoyed, none of them hit longer than 2 minutes. I mean, a few of them do, but it doesn't start getting longer until the end of the album. And then we're hitting like 6 minutes long, 4.5 minutes. Like a lot of these are just short. I feel like they could have done a lot more with it, but I mean, some of the other songs are I feel were way too long.
Solid.
That's, yeah.
We're jumping into fuck some right now. I get this one is another one on my playlist. This and Burn are both on the playlist. I gave it a 7 out of 10. I really like it. I think this one's solid. It's just one of the songs that are really good on this album. And Ben, I can already tell you're about to bust out laughing. This song is terrible to you.
It's
I'm sorry. I'm trying so hard not to laugh right now. I just go ahead. Keep going.
Nah,
Go ahead.
I just think this song's good. I don't know what else about it. I mean, this is just on my playlist. It's like the third song in the playlist that I've added to my personal playlist, and I think it's solid. I really enjoy it. I think it's not terrible.
You know what? I'll take it before Ben just completely and utterly shits on it because I can already tell he's gonna. Um, I don't like it. I'm not gonna say it's good either, but I don't like it. I don't know. I
I
couldn't
don't.
even hear that.
A lemonade to calm me down.
Lemonade. I couldn't even hear the snap.
Gotta calm down.
Dang. But I don't. Not a fan of it to be honest. The beat. I mean, I don't know. I've
See,
only listened to that one a few times, but it's just I don't know.
see,
Not a
for
fan.
me,
Not a fan.
I think it's just that Ty. For me, I've been listening to a lot of Travis lately. I think that Ty sounds a lot like Travis in this one, and I think that's what really kicks it up to me. Is like for
That's
his
fair.
parts, I think his parts that he takes over are really solid. This is another one of the songs where I think Kanye could have been better off without it being on it than what he is on it. But I think the little parts that he is, it's just okay. I think Ty is really the savior on this one. All right, Ben, kill it. Shoot it down.
All right.
Grab the
Fuck
12
some.
gauge.
Fuck some.
I gave it a 4 out of 10.
4 out of
And
10.
I said the only positive is that we get a lot of Ty in the song. And I just the only reason I feel that way, I feel like we haven't gotten a lot from him up to this point. You know, he's only gotten like 30 seconds maybe max at some points in time in this album. And I just feel like we needed to hear more from him, but this was not the song to do it. That was not the right point for him to step in. I overall just did not like the song lyrics and everything just didn't form well for me. So 4 out of 10.
No, I agree with you. In fact, literally everything about it was just honestly annoying. I gave it a 1 out of 10.
Yeah,
It's
Damn
definitely
it.
the
Oh
worst
man.
song on the
he,
whole playlist.
he crushed it
It was
more
just
than I did.
annoying.
He crushed the
It
dreams more than I did.
it hurt
I
my ears.
I didn't even put a overall in my notes, so I'm just gonna throw one off the top of my head. I'd give it what'd you give it a Ben? A 3?
I give it a 4.
4? I'm gonna give it a 3.
All right,
A
Cody.
3 out of 10.
Let's hit it back with you for the main reason this album was created with Vultures.
Oh baby. Who's starting this one?
Cody?
I can get this one going.
Yeah, Cody, start this one.
Cody, yeah, you start this one.
I can't lie. The song is pretty solid.
Solid,
Yeah,
solid.
it's pretty good. I'd give it like a 6 out of 10. There's not really anything going for it, but not anything really wrong with it. It's just a catchy song. Good lyricist.
Wait a sec. We're talking about Vultures, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking
Yeah.
about Vultures.
You gave it a 6?
Yeah.
That's
Whoa.
crazy.
Whoa.
That's actually crazy.
What do you give it?
Me? All right, let me give it.
All right.
So,
Ready
this
for a bad
song-
take.
This song's got to be split into two halves, okay? First half is 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. They're goes insane. Fucking the second half for that song, I give it an 8 out of 10 because it switched up the vibe. Like you know what I mean? It switched up, but I still really like it. And honestly, my favorite song on the album. So
See, I'm just gonna hit it straight with Cody's review. I gave it a 6 out of 10. For me, this isn't a song that I'm gonna add to my playlist. I will not add it to my playlist. But exactly like you said, it's not bad. But the more you listen to it, the more it changes up. Kind of the better it gets. I don't think it's a terrible song, but for me, it's just not it. I won't add it to my playlist. It will never touch a single second on my playlist.
I can
It's just
respect
not it.
that, but oh, that song is literally the first song I play when I get in my car. And
I'd
it has
say
been for the last like day and a half. I'm not even gonna
that's
lie.
the thing. Vultures, 8 out of 10. Hands down, it is a low key banger. You probably wouldn't expect it, but it is. Highlighted in bold and yellow right now. I'm a big basketball fan, right? I love the NBA. So this bar just fits so perfectly. He's a big old goofy Rudy Gobert. Simple as that. And for the
I
people that
love it.
understand in
I love it.
2020 that he was the reason that the whole league shut down for COVID because he's out here, he's touching stuff, like mocking the pandemic, and then all of a sudden, boom, games are over with. And who got all the blame put on him? The big old goofy Rudy Gobert. That's what I'm saying. But like I said, this song is down low. Like it's actually really good. Finally, a song that isn't just like Kanye throwing some goon shit out in the air and hoping that somebody catches it, you know?
And
And,
I love this song.
I just, he had a bar relating to Takeoff, like rest in peace, man, Migos. Those
Yes.
were my boys. Like
Yep.
that was really solid. But the one bar that I could not let slide out of this entire song is that she want me to put some of this coke up her butt.
Yeah, he's got a lot of parts in
Bro,
these songs that are just way
bro.
too
Who said
vulgar. Like
that? Who said that?
I don't remember, but that's just the part of the
probably
song that
Kanye.
caught my
Yeah,
eye. I
probably
think it was I
Kanye.
think it was you.
Fuck.
Kanye says a
I think
lot
it
of
was
shit
you.
like
Man,
this, like
But
that on this album. It's just like,
that
As
that bar right there, that really, and I got like the eyebrow raised emoji on it. I was for like,
like I
what
think,
did bro just say? Like I'm out here rewinding it, like trying to listen to what he just said. That was
10
that
out
was the
of
bar that
10,
caught my
bro.
eye.
yeah, there's some very questionable lyrics in some of these songs. Like I think Do It has some where it's like
Yeah,
I can put it in her nose. Like what the hell are you talking about, bro?
yeah, bro.
It's
Like
just
what
some
what are
of
you
them are
putting in her
just
nose? Did he
yeah.
specify what we're putting in her nose?
No, he just straight up said I'm putting it in her nose,
All
and then she's
fail.
got some pretty white toes. Like what is going on with this song?
Did you write these lyrics down in your
No,
notes?
I've listened to the song. I think it's a banger still. I know that just because I listened to it probably 20,
Yeah,
30 times over now. It's just it's.
It's 10 out of 10 in my books, bro. I love the song.
yeah,
Let's go
I like it.
to probably one of the most hype songs of this
Uh,
album.
did Cody get his input?
Yeah, he was
Yeah, he
first, I'm
started
pretty
it.
sure.
Yeah. Oh shit!
Yeah,
All right, my bad.
we get probably one of the most hyped ones that probably is the one that most people bring attention to in this entire album with Carnival.
I can agree with that.
I gave
Yeah,
it an 8 out of 10. I think it's a banger. I mean, I have it on my playlist. I didn't think it was all that, and just until like the other day. But I mean, I have it in. I think it's really good. I mean, the main thing is obviously the chorus. Whatever football team Kanye got to just go along with it, because I mean that was the big whole part of the song is that he got some football league over in Europe to
Football,
just go with it. Yeah, that's why I had to specify over in Europe.
football.
But I mean, for them, I think they pretty much carry this entire song. I mean, the beat on or the chorus for them to go along with the beat, I think it's just really solid. Some
Yeah.
parts the only parts I really don't like is just Kanye, but that's just a common theme for this entire album.
Yeah, yeah. So for Carnival, easily hands down my favorite of the entire album. I'm not trying
Solid,
to dick
solid.
ride. I'm not trying like this was a song that drew me to this album.
Gotcha.
Um, I think it was really needed. I think that they needed this switch up, this type of uniqueness. The song is something that you haven't really heard before. It brings a good balance beat to the mix, and like I said, by far the best song. I think Cardi was probably the best person to put in this for the album. I really liked his, spot in this. And Ty, I think it was his very like first memorable verse, like out of the entire album. I think that that's when I really kind of like got drawn into it. I said that this song is great in all aspects, and the beat just continues to get better as the verses come and go. Yeezy's still on his weird shit though. I'm still not letting this slide. He's talking about how he's Bill Cosby, bitch.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
not letting that slide.
no, this
He
song.
also no. He also talks about how he's Bill Cosby. He talks about how he's Jesus because he can turn water into Chris. Doubt that. And also, he says she gonna take it up the ass like a ventriloquist.
Yeah, see, I think this is just one of those parts
Like,
where Kanye either he's sipping something a little too hard or he's taking the shrooms with Mike when he's recording this song. I think a few of those lyrics, they're just goofy, they're silly, they're random. I think the rest of the song is just solid. I mean, when I listen to that in the car, I laugh at it just because of how stupid it sounds. But at the end of the day, I think it's still a good song. It's nothing bad about it. It's just he says some really messed up stuff in some
he
of these.
does.
I
Yeah,
can
he says some stuff that's a little
I
strange.
can agree with that. I haven't listened. Me personally, I'm not the biggest like fan of the song. Um, I gave it a 7 out of 10. I gotta be with Isaac on the fact that like the chant is easily my favorite part of the song. Um, but yeah, it's not it's not my favorite, but it is 7 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I will say one thing. After listening to this song in the car with my girlfriend, she listens to this song daily now, and she doesn't listen to my music. So that's another part that makes it 10 out of 10 right there. She
Right.
be listening to my music now. It's all Kanye. That's what it is right
Is
there.
that
It's
what you gave it? It was a 10 out of
all
10?
because of Ye. I gave it 10 out of 10. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any problems with the song. I think that it was something that was really needed.
Very solid. Cody, how you feeling?
Uh, I give this a 9 out of 10.
Ooh.
Solid.
Honestly, the shit that he says, it's I don't know, it's funny. I really don't care about it. The beat definitely carries easily the best beat in the entire album. It, that alone makes it 9 out of 10. Good beat, good bars, good everything. Honestly,
Yeah, I
Solid,
agree with
solid.
that, man. I'm good with that.
All right, who
All
wants to kick
right,
it
who's
off with the
taking us
next one
to
on Beg for
next?
Forgiveness?
Yeah, on the beg forgiveness. Me personally, I like this song a lot. Um,
You're
gave it an
fucking
8 out of 10.
insane. You're insane.
Gave it an 8 out of 10. Um, so it's just a banger, bro. The beat's just uplifting, bro. Like, you listen to that and you're just like, wow. I guess I
Let,
don't know.
What a part of it is, wow, I'm sitting here thinking I'm begging for forgiveness after listening to that. I'm thinking,
Thanks, bro.
I should have
Thanks,
never
bro.
listened to
That's
this
Yeah,
what I'm
song. Take it
talking
yeah,
off
about.
the
That's
album.
what I'm
It's
talking
a
about.
2 out of 10. There's nothing
2 out of
else.
10, baby.
It,
2 out
I
of 10.
like,
know
just
I'm getting
listening
to
to
it.
it, there's like a 10-second period where there's just nothing right off the rip. Like,
No.
what are we
Yeah.
going now? Like, you're begging for forgiveness. I'm sorry I even had to listen to this album. Half of
That's
it's
what I'm
not even
saying.
good with you. I was like, this
It's
makes no sense.
such a weak follow up from Carnival. Like it could not be any worse, bro. You're getting us all hyped up, and then you throw us into this fucking dumpster
Okay.
fire, bro. It's
Whoa,
dissatisfying,
whoa,
especially for the end of the album. You
whoa.
want to put your bangers there, but I suppose Ye has a way to do
Nah,
things.
no,
But I just
he's
don't agree with it.
dumpster
That's the
fire's
thing.
not even the start of it. He's being
That's what
gentle,
I'm
calling
saying,
it a
bro.
dumpster fire.
What?
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm
Dump?
being
No,
generous
that's
right now. I'm being
crazy.
generous right now.
Beg forgive. Nah, you guys, you just need to listen to it
No.
for real, man.
Yeah,
You
I
just need
just
to
did. I
listen to it.
listened to the first half
I've
of it
listened to
while
the
you got
album
while we were
twice
listening.
now. Twice now I've listened to this album, and it's still a 2 out of 10. Honestly, I should have put it at a 0, bro.
It does not.
I'm not even kidding.
Dang,
I was just being
You
generous.
just hating.
No,
No,
I'm being
I just
generous with the
don't like
2
the
out of.
song.
I'm being generous
I
with the 2
am
out of
too,
10.
bro. I'm being generous. I'm giving Ye the benefit of the doubt. That's all.
That's
I think this
crazy.
man was sipping something a little too hard making this one. I mean,
I agree, bro.
it's just
That's
not it.
crazy. That's crazy.
Cody, good, bad, the ugly.
crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It's a 4 out of 10. It starts off weak, but at the end, it's a really good ending. So that's the only thing that makes it a 4. It's like sucks until like the very like last minute
See, I didn't even think you could
when
pay
that
me to
beat picks
listen to
up.
that song up until the ending again.
No, bro. You gotta
It's
pay me
just,
20
Man,
bucks for that.
it's just not it. Pay me $1 per second.
You're just
Start
hating.
handing me money, dog.
I want all the revenue then.
Start giving me the revenue, bro.
All right, so we gonna do good because good was originally on the start of the album, but
I
it's
don't
just
have good.
it's been
I
taken
think
off
that's
as
the
is.
bad.
Each time I've looked for good, it just keeps disappearing more and more. Like
Yeah.
I don't even think it's on the face of the earth anymore.
That's why
I
Apple Music
Spotify
is
right
so
now.
messed up is because they took good off of it and so they messed up all the numbers.
Like
So
I
I
I
have
don't
it,
have it.
literally haven't even listened to it yet.
I
So
had it
Yeah.
on Spotify. I think I still have it on here. I think it's no, they took it off too. I gave it an
Yeah, they
8 out
took
of
it off
10, but
Spotify.
I mean, I thought it was a banger for the short time it was up. I thought it was good as the title is, but I mean, it's just super something calming, nothing dramatic, nothing crazy, but since then I don't understand why they took it off. I'm not seeing anything on YouTube following up on it. It's just crazy. But we'll skip
solid,
that
yeah.
one and we'll head right on to problematic. Who wants to take the
Ooh,
lead?
I'll take that one. I gave that a 9 out of 10. Problematic, man. If you just that's one of the songs that I was talking about earlier that you just really have to listen to, in my opinion. Like you really just have to listen to that one a few
Yeah.
times.
No,
And
I agree with
the
that.
beat, the beat is amazing. The trumpets that come in, so good.
No.
No,
No,
it's
bro.
overall 9 out of 10 for me.
That's crazy. So I gave it a 5 out of 10.
Wow,
I said earlier I don't like slower songs. I'm not a
that's
fan of it.
fair. That's
They're
fair.
just personally not my favorite. But the one thing about it is, like you said, Yeezy is still a lyrical genius. Yeah, he might be talking about putting coke up bitches' asses and putting hands, making them a ventriloquist and shit. But I will say, he's still like his IQ is still there. He still has the lyrics down. Like he knows what to write. So I'll give him that.
Yeah,
Cody, you
it's
want to hit this
Five,
one
five
before
out of
me?
10.
I'm not gonna lie, it's like a 6. I like the trumpets a lot. The beat's pretty cool. The lyrics is good, but I mean, it is kind of slow. I don't mind slower songs. It's just I don't know. It's not all there.
it's
Yeah.
fair.
See, I think when I listened to this one the first time, but I just replayed like the first 30 seconds of it, I think I gave it just a little too high of a rating. I gave it a 7 out of 10. I think it could easily be dropped down to about a 5 or a 6.
Oof.
I think that the start is very strong. I really like Ty on the start of this one. I mean, it really sets the mood for you, and then it kind of goes a little bit everywhere real quick. I was like, it's still good. I think this is probably one of Kanye's better songs on the album, where it's partly him. But I really think anything with Ty taking over a good portion of it is just really good on this album. But I really think it's not a terrible song. It's not being added to any playlist of mine, but I don't think it's bad at all.
Fair.
We get the
Fair.
last song of the album
Yeah.
with King. I'll start off with this one. I gave it a 4 out of 10. I don't think it's it. If to end the album, you couldn't have went any worse. I think after we hit Carnival, we kind of just jump around with like mid to bad, and this is one of the bad ones. Kanye's on that shit right now where he's just talking whatever he can talk about. He makes no sense. He's thinking he's on top of the world. He's everything in this song. It just is not the right one to talk about, judging on what he said in the past and everything that he's went down with. This is not the right one to end with for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I threw it wrong too. I gave it a 2 out of 10. I said
ooh,
it's a weak ass put off for the end of the album. Bro's
damn.
digging himself a deeper hole by saying he doesn't care about the headlines and what people are saying about him. You know, he's saying he's crazy, he's bipolar, he doesn't like Jews, bro. After he's talking up the Jews at the beginning of the album, like I was telling you, like he wasn't really bashing at first, but now he's just like, dude, I don't care about it anymore, which is wild because I thought bro was trying to kind of repair what he started and he was trying to repair his career. But in this song, he really was just like he basically said I tricked you, you know? He's like, oh, you
Yeah.
guys thought that I was actually giving a shit now, but He
Yeah,
just kind of tore it all down.
he honestly kind of hits
So,
everyone with the like, I don't give a shit no more. What I said
yeah,
is what I said.
that's
I'm not saying
that's
sorry
literally
for
what it was.
nothing. It's just I'm
That's
the
all the
king.
song
I'm the
was.
top man. No one can stop me. And everyone's like, no. For people who
Yeah,
think this is a banger, I don't know what's going through your head right now, but this is not it.
Yeah,
it's
I
really
have.
not.
I've got it as a 4 out of 10 as well. I listened to it once. It was one of them songs I listened to once. I didn't listen to again. I didn't care to listen to it again, to be honest.
Mm-mm.
So
It's got no need to really. I mean, it's the
yeah,
ending of the
no,
album.
it's
Yeah,
If he had a little bit more put into this song, it could easily be decent. But it's just
yeah,
it's not. He's got nothing put into it. He kind of said this is the end of the song. Just let me get paid. Put this out now. I want my money.
yeah.
yeah. I agree.
And
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm So what are we giving?
We gotta
Cody,
get
what are we
Cody in
thinking?
here.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh, Honestly, I give the song a 5 out of 10. I like the lyrics. I just don't think it's a great ending. Like the beat's
Yeah,
okay. Just as an ending song, just not the best.
yeah. I mean, I agree. It
Yeah,
just
man.
overall, it was a very sad way to end the album.
Yeah, he was just not in the mood at all.
So
But
what what do you think we would give the album overall?
I'll go last. I'll tell you what I think last.
I'm just adding up all
I
my scores real quick.
Oh, I ain't doing none of that.
I'm
I,
just doing it
I
just
didn't
for
do
my
none of
pure
that. I gave
joy.
an overall out of 10 what I thought of it, but I didn't do any of that.
Right, I'm not gonna give myself like an average or none of that, but I gotta say it's an overall 6.5 out of 10. Six
That's
and a
rough.
half, six and a
That's
half out of
rough,
10,
man.
because okay, 7, because there's looking at my scores, there's a few sixes and stuff, but a lot of them, I don't know, man.
That's
There's only
fair.
like three or four, I think maybe 5 songs that I actually genuinely like. So out of 16, that's not a very good ratio. So
No, I'm
Yeah.
right. I'm right there with you. I'm giving it like a solid 6.5, 7. This song, there's songs on this album that really carry, and when I say they really carry, like this is the hardest
they
carrying they've ever done.
yeah,
Like
their backs hurt for real.
a lot of these songs are just straight up garbage. They could have been. I wouldn't have cared if it's a 4 song album. I would have the 4 songs I personally enjoy and I have on my playlist. It would have been a banger if it was just those 4 songs. But half of these, like a 2 out of 10, a 4 out of 10, is 0 out of 10, 3 out of 10. Like these are not good songs at all, in my opinion. Like they are
Yeah.
just straight garbage. I don't know how Kanye said, "Yeah, let's do it, put it out."
I just
Hmm.
think it's funny that we all have like the songs you're talking about that are garbage are the songs that that I fuck with, and the songs that I'm talking about that are
Yeah, I know.
garbage
Shout
you
out to
fuck
the
with.
zero
It's
out of
funny.
ten back to me. That song's terrible.
Yeah.
No, Back
Yeah,
to
bro.
Me is literally 8.5. So good. You guys are crazy.
Cody, what were you thinking on the album?
It's literally the most mid album ever, 5 out of
Yeah.
10.
Five
Oh,
out of 10.
There's
I
like
yes,
some
expected
good
that.
bro.
songs and some horrible songs. It's literally just mid as hell.
I
Yeah,
expected that.
that's fair. Well, to wrap things up, folks, I gave this album overall a 4 out of 10. I might be rough on it, but I just said the only solid ones that have been added to my playlist were Carnival and Vultures. Otherwise, it's mid, and I said Yeezy's music is like old music. It's always going to be on top. It always will be. I mean, before his decline from headlines and stuff, it's not the same. And he's very controversial, I will say. But he made graduation. But I can't defend this man anymore. No chance. There's no way. He's too far off this rocker for me to keep up with this.
Yeah,
But
see, like right there, trying to defend this man today, just driving home, and it's actually nice weather today. I rolled my window down. I was blaring like Carnival and
Shout
stuff.
out to today though.
It,
Beautiful day.
it, I was
yeah,
I
facts
was
though,
fine with
facts.
Carnival today. I was like, okay, if anyone notices this song, let's just not have a conversation about who the artist is. I was like,
Yeah,
I may not agree with his political views, but some songs are still bangers. I'm not agreeing with
It's
anything that he says. Let's just ignore who made this song. Let's just focus on the song. So I was really hoping no
right.
one was giving me no dirty looks, but at the end of the day, who cares?
Right.
Fair, man. Anyways, folks, that's gonna wrap up episode 1 for us. We're gonna be out here posting two two episodes a month, right? Is that what
Yep,
we agreed on?
one
Yep. Two
episode every
episodes
two
a
Two a
month.
month,
weeks. Till
two
we figure
episodes a
out something
month.
that works for us.
Everything that you guys, yeah, everything that you guys are gonna need to find, it's gonna be down in the description below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, keep us updated on anything you guys want us to listen to. We'll take your comments for suggestions.
Listen to,
Otherwise,
watch
guys, this is
anything you have a bad that we could possibly have a bad take on. If you've listened to today's podcast, you obviously know we all have bad takes on something.
yeah,
Something.
we
So,
we all got some, bro. But
and
after all that, man, that
we
that
should
was a Bad
be
Takes podcast, and
right.
we'll
We
catch you
should be
guys
out
later.
there on YouTube and Spotify and
We'll be
a
getting
few
more
other
and more
things,
stuff as we
but
pick up pace.
more and more stuff for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna get our hold on this, but either way, Bad Takes podcast, folks. We're out.